Welcome back. Well, we are still talking some playoffs, and we had a doubleheader of girls' championship games going on last night, Division I and Division II. In the D1 bracket, Caesar Rodney had their hands full going up against a nationally ranked, undefeated, and a team that had only given up one goal all year. That was Padua. And the defense making some plays for the Riders early on. A great opportunity right there for the Pandas, but Mariana Nuzzo comes up with a save right there. Then shortly after that, a shot towards the box. Again, she punches it over the upright, but the Pandas would eventually be able to break through right here. Direct kick from just outside the box. A gorgeous shot by Gabrielle Villemue. That made it 1-0. They weren't done just yet. 5 minutes later, Mackenzie Scully sends a cross into the box. And over at the end, Megan Wallen's going to go ahead and head it home. 2-0 Raiders at recess, but they're going to go ahead and make a run at this thing in the second half. Caitlin Harris with the goal right there. Skies it in second half, and they really started to pull away, though, down the stretch. The Pandas did as they add a goal right there. Shortly after that, they're going to go ahead and add another one off the cross into the box. And unfortunately for CR, their great run would come to an end in this thing as they fall 4-1. Padua stays undefeated. They are going to be your state champions. 4-1, the final.
This was by far my favorite season ever, and it wasn't just because I was a senior, but everyone's a family here. We lost a lot of players, and we still just kept building and building. We made it to the state finals, so I can't ask for anything more.
I definitely didn't think I had a shot. It's only my second goal of the season. I usually don't take shots, so it just happened, and I went for it.
I'll tell you what, there are a few things that hit at me when I was watching this game. One, Padua is a machine. That first half, they controlled the ball, the tempo, everything. If it wasn't for Nuzzo just having an unreal goal or game-in goal right there, they could have easily been 5-0. Second half, CR got under their skin a little bit with that goal. I could see they were shocked someone scored on them. All the moment, they had a couple breakaways right after. They had a chance to really start making things interesting. Didn't go their way, but the best part of this entire game happened in the post game when I had that interview. You got to see a moment there with Aaliyah Cummings. Well, the true soundbite of the night came right here. Take a listen to this.
Padua, after tonight, only giving up 2 goals the entire year. What do they do that makes them so effective? Why is it so tough to play against a team like that?
They recruit.
Shots fired. Well, I left that interview a little dumbfounded, so then I posted this on Twitter. Apparently, she is not the only one that feels this way about the Pandas. We have already about 150 retweets. I had from every single school that I've ever been at, people coming at it. I was like, she is a first round, first ballot Hall of Famer in the Out of Pocket Club for that right there. That was the greatest post-game quote I think I have ever seen. I will gladly interview her at any time right now. It was one of the basically the greatest moments I've ever had in an interview right there. I'm really excited too about the other fact of it. She is going to be sticking around, going over to Wesley. I might be able to cover in Wolverines games any chance I get because she's the realest. From now on, that's all I'm going to call her. At any chance I get to interview her, it's going to happen. And that was awesome because it was, I mean, it is true. It is true, but it's not what I expected. It wasn't where I was going with it, and I'm not upset she took it there. It was, everybody else agrees with her. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a state championship rematch that everyone was talking about as Indian River was taking on Caravel in a rematch from last year's state title game where Caravel was the victor, beating them 3-1. But this was a new season in Indian River, headed into this contest with only 1 loss in the season, and Caravel had 3. Indian getting pumped up before this one. Buccaneers open up pretty quick. Sierra Frey kicks it into the left corner for the goal within 30 seconds of the game. Not the way the Indians wanted to start things off, and Indians at Madison Hodgson running up, looked to try to shoot. She would be stopped by Buccaneers goalie Sydney Keld. And then Brooke Beam right here, she kicks this one in. Keld is going to catch it, stops any attempt on scoring. And this is a rough game so far for the Indians. Brooke Beam kicks it in yet again, but no one is there to finish it off. Instead, the ball just rolls out. And everyone fighting for the ball right here, but Sierra Frey kicks it, and it goes just a little bit too wide right here. And then the fans, you're going to see, they're just going to be enjoying a little break from the action. Indian River student section trying to get pumped up in this one. Summer Stewart is right in front of the net, puts it away, and that's a little insurance for the Buccaneers with under 5 to play. But that's all it would take as Caravel tops Indian River 2-0, and Buccaneers are 2016 D2 state champions.
We can't say enough about our seniors that have been there for the last 4 years. They've, they've led the way and they've blazed some new ground and made history for us. I know they're not happy with how it ended, though.
You know, it's rough to lose back-to-back against the exact same team in the exact same matchup, but I think at this point it's kind of just a mentality thing. Caravel, they have their number. Indian River should not have really lost that game in a way. They have Brooke Beam, Gatorade Player of the Year, mixed with a ton of talented individuals on that team.
It's the same thing as what you saw in the D1. You got a public school going up against a private school that has that opportunity up there. Not lost on Brooke Ream. If you check out her Twitter, she also had a little fun thing that said shout out to all the public schools out there and the runs that they had. Little subtweet in there right there. Just at Caravel next time on it, but whatever.
All right, well, we have to take another commercial break, but coming up next, Chincoteague was squaring off against Rehoboth, looking to advance to their first ever state title game. Could the Ponies get it done? Find out next.
We are the Mardella Warriors baseball team, and you're watching the Marma Sports Insider.